Get used to know why you want. Are you willing to take a risk in order to learn? Okay? Whether you're in school, got a certificate, no matter what, have no education other than high school, like yours truly did when I broke in, um, it is taking a risk for those first 2 years, but then you got to bump your salary up. And nobody can do that but you usually. Okay? Um, uh, One of the things that you have to be able to believe in about yourself, grab hold of as your identity, is that you're a major detective as a paralegal. We solve problems all day long. We find out, we can usually tell if a client is lying. Um, we have to, we work with the client sometimes much more closely than the attorney does because we're calling them a lot and we have to ask them questions. Um, Catching a client in lies is important for a lot of reasons, but a lot of times their lies are going to hurt their case ultimately because they're going to be questioned in the courtroom by the attorney on the other side. So we want to know what the truth is before we find out in the courtroom. So being a detective is one of the strengths. Knowing why you want to get into this field is very important. Are you interested in what a paralegal does? Okay, that's the gist of all this. If you are, then this is all part of your brand. You're building a brand of you. And the fact that you are building a career for yourself, which is your brand. You're building a stronger reputation. That's your choice, and that's what you want to do. And building your skill sets even and making them stronger regarding what you know how to do. Because if the attorney says to you in an interview, how will you help me? Be ready with an answer. Okay? So you're going to be the solution to all of the unsolved problems. Be consistent. I like to make a list of everything I know. I bring it with me to the interview, kind of as a comfort. But it also is, if I forgot something while the attorney's talking, just for a nanosecond, I may look down at the list so that I can maybe bring in some things I forgot. And be confident in your skill sets. Be confident in what you already know how to do, even as a new person going into the field. Okay? You may have no legal experience or knowledge whatsoever, but you have skill sets from other jobs, no matter what your age. If you worked before, you have other skills. And some you bombed at, you didn't like even working at some of that, and others you were an expert in. So what are those? Okay, that's part of your personal brand. So here's a question. When you look at somebody who's already in the field and successful in it, what are you noticing about that person who's already doing what you want to do? What is it that you're picking up about them? What can you learn from their career to apply to your own future career? Or as someone just a little while ago said, they're looking to change jobs and they're already a paralegal. But there's always fear and doubt in that as well. Don't think that just because you're a newbie, you're the only one that feels that fear and doubt when you're trying to break into the field. When you change jobs, there's fear and doubt as well. Speaking from experience. So, yeah, you wonder if you should be leaving the job you're in. Why are you going on an interview? I used to ask myself that. And sometimes I would find out in the interview, no, I don't want to work here. Other times it was like, yeah, this would be nice. But I would ask a lot of the right questions, because my it's not about that law firm. It's what I like to do. I don't want to work in some certain areas of law because I don't enjoy it. What That's why I tell you to research a lot of areas of law. Do you see yourself doing what those paralegals do? Google it. Let Google be your BFF, okay? Um, so I want you to be able to answer that question when the attorney, and not, I haven't had many attorneys ask me this, but when they look at your resume and cover letter and then they bring you in for an interview, they're trying to find out the answer to this question. How can you help me? So start getting that down on paper. It's not just about client relations, which is what we would call in retail customer service. We don't call it that in legal. It's client relations. Um, it's much more than that. Okay? So when you go do your research, look at what those paralegals do. Right on this channel, go to the playlist where I have many different types of paralegal jobs in video format, and you can learn about those jobs. There's probably 7 or 8 videos there in that playlist, and start to and listen to what I'm saying that you will be doing, but then do more research on your own. What do they do every day? Do you want to do that? That's creating your brand. When I ask people, what area of law do you want to work in? And people say, they start listing it. They have an idea of what they will enjoy. Okay, not completely because they haven't worked in it yet, but they've started researching about it and they know they would love it. They know that there's a reason why they would love it. Start doing that research. Besides writing your skills down, do that research. Okay, and start thinking about what is good for you. Okay, yes, the law firm is very important in this equation, but what do you want out of it? Okay, that interview is for you to find out if this law firm is good enough for you too. Okay? I want you to keep that in mind. You're building a career for yourself. All right, so shorter video today, but I just wanted to stop in and say that to you and remind you that your brand and what you're building is highly important. You're the top dog in this equation. Okay? Not the law firm, you are. All right, so have a great day, and I'll talk to you in tomorrow's video. Take care. Bye.